piece, and I'm going to pop that in my mouth. And today I'm doing a map drawing video of Greenland. Now, it's got a very rugged coastline. That I hope I can do justice for 2 or 4. I thought to myself that Greenland is in a sort of a topical place at this point at the moment. So I thought I'd do a map, a drawing video, and explain some of the general facts and the interesting facts about Greenland. Now, I should explain that I put that ruler there. It was across here to begin with. I put it there to give the camera something to focus on before I start the map drawing. Oh, yeah, the pencil outline. And yeah, so it's been in the news. I won't really talk about why it's been in the news, but yeah. But anyway, I thought it would be. Well, I was sort of wondering about Greenland, so when I started thinking about it, the idea of doing a map seemed to be a good idea. The only thing is that the actual map of Greenland is very portrait shaped, I suppose, rather than landscape shape, so the actual map doesn't really suit the page that well, but I think that gives me a chance there to draw in the surrounding countries. Now, the interesting thing about Greenland, it's Greenland, this is Iceland here, which I've already done. The interesting thing about misnomer. Trying to think what the right. So I was also thinking of those words like oxymoron and tautology. No, they don't suit it now. But why they did actually call it Greenland was when the Norse people went there, which is the people from Norway, which is sort of down south a bit. They actually called it Greenland to sort of conjure up this place that's pleasant to be in, a pleasant place to live. So I'm drawing Canada at the moment. This is pretty well the sort of the north of Canada. Not many people live at all. What's I going to say? Oh yeah. So the population of Greenland, and I'll write all these facts out later on, is about 55,000, and they are full citizens of Denmark. So they're full citizens of Denmark. It was at one point a colony of Denmark, but over the years they've become a full part of Denmark, and now they're actually an autonomous, what's the word? Autonomous state, which means they have their own home rule. But they're still part of Denmark. There's lots of islands here to draw in for Canada. Some little islands. Hopefully I'm doing justice to all these little kind of islands here. Okay, there's a bit of a sign there, so I'm not sure how that all works now. I'm just going to guess and draw these around like so to finish off the map of Canada. Okay, now move my ruler out of the way. Just take me a while to draw that. And now what I'm going to do with the magic of editing, I'm going to remove my line board. I'm going to remove the map and come back and start on the colouring in. Okay, I'm going to do that in 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm back. I'm back and ready to start colouring in. Now what I'll do first is it's Iceland. I'll get another pencil. Iceland. This is part of Norway, although it's the main part of Norway is is way down further to the south. A better tour. Oh, I don't know actually. No, I actually don't think. I won't put that in because I don't really believe. I think that may not be true north there, or it could be. I'm just not sure. Anyway, I'll leave my little compass points out of the way. Norway. And all over here is Canada. Canada. All these other islands right up to here is Canada. So down here you've got Labrador, which is a province, Labrador and Newfoundland. That's where that fellow called, who won alone this last season, Willem. It's Baffin Island. It's Baffin Island, which is part of Canada. And up the top here is Ellesmere. Which is also part of Canada, so I'm just going to colour in Greenland. You know, it's well, it's called Greenland. It's only less than 1% of the landmass is actually green. I can only really colour it green, can't I? I can't really colour it any other colour. So, green it is. Green for Greenland. So Ellesmere has a population of 144 people in that whole area. 144 people is the population. Baffin Island, 13,000. The pop, and what about? Oh no, I didn't write down Labrador. That little island up there has 2,600 the population. I think in Iceland it's 300,000 odd. It might be closer to 400,000 is the population. So yeah, not that many people live up in these cold climates. Cold. But it's mainly the people that are living actually in Greenland are the Inuit people. And I believe they're the people from Canada. shows from England and America and things. I was watching, a number of years ago, I was watching Alone. I was watching Alone Denmark. And they had these Danish people on them. They'd speak mainly in Danish, and the subtitles would come, the English subtitles would be on the screen underneath. And occasionally they would say English words and phrases and things. Why, I don't really know why, but they would, you see. And then one of the contestants on Alone Denmark, who was Danish of course, but he looked at the camera and said, "It's a fantastic Darken." And then I was thinking to myself, did he just say that in English? Or did he just say it in Danish? Because in Danish it's a fantastic Darken. His English translation is "It's a fantastic day again." Time to do some shavings. I remember for a while after that, I would walk around the house saying, be outside and say, "It's a fantastic dog again." Just to be kind of a mix of annoying and trying to be clever. A little bit annoying. Just move those little shavings around. So, that's the extent of my knowledge of Danish. I know, obviously, Mary Donaldson married Prince Frederick. I suppose, I don't know what her official title is now. She was from Tasmania in Australia. Okay. They met during the Sydney Olympics, or thereabouts. Oh yeah, Greenland is green. Looks pretty good. this one here. Oh, I missed it, there's a little island here. And that island there is called Disco. And I think there's a Disco Bay in there as well. Luliss. I think that's ORT. There's another town called UASIGINNGUIT. Down here, I think about there, or maybe it's there actually. SISIMUIT. Oh. Now the most important thing that I should have done first is put the capital in, which is doing that on a bit of an angle there, no? NWK. And there's one more town up here, MANIITSOQ. And there is Narsak and Nanortalik. I've been going to a couple of those, a couple more towns. So all the towns are kind of down along here. What have I got? PAAMIUT. And a couple more towns. There's one called IVIT. Two T's, UU and T, and then one more there, which is another Q. AQORTOQ. Okay, there's all my towns in. So yeah. That's all the towns now. Greenland. Population of 55,000 and 90% Inuit, and the other mostly Danish and as well. So it's there now. The earliest settlement inhabitants was 4,500 years ago. It seems like a country where people sort of came in for a while and then either returned, well, stayed for a few hundred years kind of thing, and maybe when conditions got tough, they sort of turned around and decided to go back home again. So years ago, earliest settlers, the Norse people, the people from Norway, came in around 1,000 years ago, and they lasted for about 500 years before they left, disappeared. Nobody's really sure what happened, but I did read a few theories before making this video. A few sort of theories about where the people went to, but they might have actually said, oh that's right, they said that around 1500 AD there was a mini ice age, and the conditions here in Greenland could have got just too cold for those people originally from Norway, houses left in ruins. So people have decided that experts have worked out that it was about 500 years ago that they left, or they stopped inhabiting Greenland. But the Inuit people arrived around the year 1200s. They've been here for about 800 years, and they brought all their skills, hunting and living in cold climate skills from all around Canada into living in Greenland. And the thought was that the Norse people didn't want to borrow any of these sort of skills from the Inuit people. They wanted to do how they'd done it in the ideas they'd brought from Norway with them. But anyway, it's just a theory, I suppose. It's interesting. So then in 1814, Greenland became part of Denmark. Norway and Denmark split into two separate countries, and then in the split, Greenland went to Denmark. And it's been with Denmark ever since, first as a colony, and then as and then in 1953 it was fully part of Denmark, taken over Denmark. And then 1979 they were given home rule. They became an autonomous state, which is part of Denmark, part of the European Union. That looks good, doesn't it? Greenland. And that's that now. Where am I going to write that? That's Greenland now, the minerals, which is what's been a topical conversation. There's lots of different minerals. Which are, I might do a little bit of blue colouring in, I don't know. Doesn't seem like I've done enough colouring in, really. I do. Was that not cutting? Shaving it. There's actually an Australian company that's exploring in Greenland. It's called Greenland Minerals Limited, I think. It's listed on the ASX Australian Stock Exchange. And so yeah, I just typed in Greenland Minerals and up it came. So rare earths, graphite's also used in batteries and things. Copper, nickel, zinc, gold. This is the minerals part of it. Diamonds, iron ore, titanium. I wrote it there, that's okay. Titanium, tungsten, and also uranium, tungsten, and uranium, yeah. And actually that company, Greenland Minerals, was trading at about 2 cents a share, and then suddenly from the beginning of January jumped straight up to 10 cents. Not sure if they made a discovery or it was just all the chatter about Greenland resources. So yeah, that's a kind of a nutshell.